Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our EdTech Tuesday series. Today, we're going to be talking about Adobe Express and how we can use it to help support our students with their TELPAS speaking and writing, specifically with oral language development. And this can be used also for the little ones in pre-K and kinder that will allow them to develop their oral language skills. Today with us, I'm going to be just a support, but here we had our hero CIT, Susanna Barbosa, with us, and I'm just going to go over some objectives and some norms. Please, after this, know that you will be able to use Adobe Express to have all of my students, or all of your students, develop oral language and writing skills. The norm's simple. Just make sure you keep your mic muted, and if you do have any questions, make sure that you use the chat function. Debbie and I will be here to support you with any of the answers, and then Susanna, after she does the presentation, she will be able to answer some questions as well. And let's go and take it away, Susanna.
So I have used this program for a lot of grade levels. I started using it with pre-K4 during enrichment, and I noticed that when I used it with them, they were very engaged and they wanted to read. So I used it for the minutes for the Beanstack. And at first I wanted to see, you know, how much they knew, how many letter sounds, and how their reading worked. And it was very great because they wanted to come the next day and they wanted to read again and again because they wanted to get better and they wanted the recording to be longer. So it was very engaging even with the pre-K4 students, and they caught on very quickly. And I have used this all the way to 5th grade, and the students really like it. So the very first thing we're going to do is that we're going to log on to Adobe Express. I'm going to go through all the steps, and then I'm going to guide you on how to do that. We log into Adobe Express, and we click on Create, and then we click on Animate a Character. After animate your character, the students can choose what type of character they want, if they want a person, if they want like a zodiac character, what kind. I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. And then it also allows for the student or the teacher to change their background. And it could be a picture or it could be an animation. And then also the size. And the size really counts, especially if the kids are going to make it look like if it's an Instagram post, you can make it look like it's a post that they're doing, and you could even print them out and cut them up and put them up on your wall so it looks like a post that the student has done. And the next steps are on how to animate. So this one, I had done a picture of myself, and then I put a mouth over my mouth. Like if I was the one talking, only because that really engaged the kids when they see their picture of their face, as opposed to a character that's on there. But you can do a character or you can do your face. And then it'll give you two options. It'll give you, when you're done recording, it'll give you if you want to download an MP4 or if you want to open on editor. If you download, it automatically downloads the animation and the mouth, and then the recording comes out. But if you open it on editor, kids can do more than that. So one of the things that I encountered was that I thought that it was going to take the student a long time to learn how to use this application, and it didn't. I anticipated 15 to 20 minutes on teaching them how, and it took me actually 5 minutes. And then so then I had to open on editor. That way they could add more to their lesson because they caught on so quickly. And I think it's just from other applications that they have encountered that they were able to do that. So let's go ahead and go to the next screen. The next page has on how to share. So if you want the students to work on a certain project, or if you want them to work on the animation of the animate your voice, and you want them to put like an anchor chart or put a title, they can work on it together. And one of the things that I did was I logged in as my son so I could see what that notification looked like once you share. So that is very similar to Canva. Once you share, you click on the little bell and then you click on the icon. Like on this one, it's where my picture's at. Valentin is circling it with a little blue dot, and you click on that, and then they're able to open it. So it works very much like the Google Slides, where they're working on it together, and they can make modifications, and it's live. So the next picture you see on there is how to download, and that's to share with the teacher, or to share with, if you want to email it to a parent, or if they just want to download it so they can submit it, they can do that as well, and you can assign it as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share, and I'm going to go step by step and what that looks like. Okay, let me go ahead and start at the very beginning. So you can Google Adobe Express and go into Adobe Express. Once you are in, it's going to ask you to log in at the top right-hand corner. I'm hoping they will, yes, it did ask me. So at the very top right here, it says go to Adobe Express. I'm going to click on that, and it is free. This entire presentation, whatever you're seeing right now, it is free. That you have about 500 characters, and every time you use an animation or you include, if you add AI to it, it counts as some points. So I use it very frequently, and I have never gone to the 500 credits that they offer. So here at the top, you're going to click create, allow, and then I'm going to create. And if you scroll down, you will see animate a character. You click on animate a character. And here I already have the mouth, but I want to change. I'm going to show you what the character, the background, and the size looks like. So here you have many different types of characters, thousands. So if you click on all, you will see all these different types of characters. They're also by category. So for example, you have new characters, you have young people, you also have creatures. So these are the kids' favorite. From my experience, you also have emojis. Those are pretty cute. And then you have springtime. And so these characters will move around on the screen. I'm going to show you as well on the backgrounds. There used to be very few backgrounds, but now you have thousands of backgrounds. Before, it was very limited. But you have many backgrounds here to choose from. The kids love these backgrounds. They like changing it up, making it better every single time. And that's really helpful when it comes to classroom engagement, because they make it their own, and they can experiment with different types of backgrounds and characters, something that they like. This is another one that I talked to you all about the size. So if you want to do like a story reel, like even if you don't do it where you publicize it to the public, if you just want to choose that size because you want to print them out, or you want to put them on your door or in your classroom, it make it look like a post online, you can do that as well. So there's different sizes here. I always do the 1x1. I like that size. And I'm going to show you how to do something new that I saw this summer. It's the upload an image, like you upload your own background. So I took a picture of myself just now, and I'm going to upload a background. I'm going to go. This is the picture I just took of myself right now. And I'm going to show you where I got this mouth from. So I'm going to go to character, and I'm going to click on mouth only. So you get to choose what kind of mouth you want. I'm going to choose the big predominant one and make it a big mouth like that. Only because I know that this is what, you know, kids will do. It's something that will get them interested in their projects and their assignments. You can have them read a story. You can have them tell you about a character in the story or tell you about how characters change from the beginning to the end. You can even have them do like an anchor chart. So let's say the kids have an anchor chart about vocabulary or main idea. So they could actually read how to find vocabulary or context clues or how to find prime and composite numbers. And then once we go into editor, I will show you how you can include that on editor. So I'm going to go ahead and record. You click on record. One thing I noticed about the enhanced speech, when I had enrichment, I had a group about 15 students, 15 to 18 students. And when we clicked on enhanced speech, you can hear the person that's speaking in front of your the computer more clearly. There's less background noise. Sorry, I was at a training and my computer was on. There's less background noise. So I suggest that the kids do, that they click on that, especially if you're in a classroom setting where there's a lot of voices, a lot of little voices going around. I would definitely do the enhance the speech. If it's just you maybe like doing a lesson for the kids and you're by yourself, then you don't have to do that. So we're going to go ahead and record. Allow this time. Good afternoon, class. Today I will talk to you about prime and composite numbers. I hope you like it. And then you press on. So this does, the longer your video is, the longer it's going to take for it to process. So if I had talked for about maybe 3-4 minutes, it would take longer. It does take about 2 minutes if it's a fairly short video. And then once it has once it has processed, it will give you two options. Do you just want to download or do you want to open on editor? So here you can view it and see if you like it. Good afternoon, class. Today I will talk to you about prime and composite numbers. I hope you like it. And so if you download, if you click this button, it's just going to download what you did right now. It's going to download the picture with the mouth. But if you open it up in editor, that's when you can add more things to the presentation. And of course, like something that I had mentioned before, I thought that just doing this part, just downloading with the kids would take up the 35 minutes that I had planned for this activity, but it didn't. Like they caught it so quick. Within 5 minutes, the fifth graders had it and they knew what to do and they were done. So then I had to revamp. I had to, redo my instruction. I said, you know what? Now you're going to do a character, an animated character, and now you're going to have to open on editor. Then you're going to have to do a snippet and an anchor chart because they caught on so quickly and they loved it. They were quick to jump into it and go ahead and do it. So I'm going to open an editor so you see what that looks like. Once you are an editor, you can add a title. You can add an anchor chart next to your, to your voice, to your face. I think my face was too big. Maybe if I would have done it a little bit further back. So I'm going to, let's say Google. I'm going to Google an anchor chart of prime and composite. And I'm going to take a snippet. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. I'm going to click on Shift Window S at the same time. And I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to take it to my presentation. And I'm going to right click and press paste. And I'm going to allow. So I'm going to go ahead and lock my background. I'm going to right click So that won't happen again. So it won't move my face around. I'm going to lock it and I'm going to move my anchor chart where I want it here. So let's say you're sharing it with 2 kids. You want their names on there. So I'm going to go ahead and add the name at the top. And I'm going to put, let's just say my name is April Garcia. And I'm going to move this to the top. And you can change the colors on there in case you can't see it. You can make it bold. And this is where you change the color on the left-hand side. So now April Garcia, there's her name, and then you can put the other student's name over here. I'm just going to open up the text, same thing. You put their name over here. I'm going to put Juan Lopez. These are not real names, not real people that I know. I'm just making up names as I go. And then you can also put the title. You can put the title here, like the title of your presentation. And then you can press play. Good afternoon, class. Today I will talk to you about prime and composite numbers. So when hope you like it. When this first started, I was able to open in an editor about a year ago, but I was not able to add the text, but now you can. And you can add a title, and now you can even add animation to it. So if you click on elements, and I believe it's stickers, you can add like more to it. Let's just say, let's see this. And I'm going to move that line, the arrow. Oh, I should move it like this. And maybe move this to this side. And then let me press play so you can see what that looks like. Good afternoon, class. Today I will talk. Oops. Maybe it's because it's here. Let me see. Maybe if I move it to this side, it's not showing me the whole video. It was earlier. Let's see. Good afternoon, class. Today I will. It was showing me the whole video earlier. I don't know what happened. Let me unlock it so I can move my face a little bit lower. So it does work where you can add animation, and you can add the face and the mouth and the anchor chart on there, so you can do it as an assignment for kids. Like I said, like you can even do a reading passage on here, and you can hear the kids reading, and they can share with each other, and they can read together as well. So now I'm going to show you how to download. If you're ready with your presentation, you're going to download it here. And you see here how it says MP4 and recommended. So then you click download, and then it goes to your downloads. It does take about a minute for it to process. And now it's here. Good afternoon, class. Today I will talk. It's just really fast. But you can make it as long as you want. Like I said, it does take time to process it. Another thing that I wanted to show you is on the right-hand side, you will see the different layers of your presentation. So let's say you want to move something on top of other things. You can move these around so the layers are in different locations. This one is not overlapping, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it and see if that's the reason why it's cutting off the video. Good afternoon, class. No, I think it's just the video itself. And then let me go ahead and also show you how to share with like if you're sharing it with students, Up here at the top, you click on share, and then you add the student's name up here. So I'm going to put my son's name, and their name will pop up here. It has to be the entire email, PSJA email. And then once you click on it, you share it with them live, so they can both work on it together. Are there any questions?
I don't see any questions on the chat yet, my friend.
Was there anything I missed, Valentin, that you would like to add?
No, I love your presentation, and I think this is going to be very engaging for all of our students. Specifically, if we focus on supporting our students with TELPAS, this will allow them to get a little bit more engaged when they're reading and sharing with everyone. Now, thinking about our little ones, think about using this with your pre-K and kinder students as well, where they can record and do something fun that you as a teacher can then upload that video into Google Drive and then create a QR code with that link to be able to send it with their parents. There's so many things that you can do with this Animate Your Voice that will be very engaging for both your parents, your students, and support them with what we actually need to do with this oral language development, both for our littles and for our English learners. Thank you so much. Let me share my screen and going through the last slide and just show our awesome pictures that we also created with AI. So this is your team that presented today, even though I was just here showing face, because really our superhero, Susanna Barbosa, you should have seen, like, it's a big poster that we did with our CATs where we make ourselves look like superheroes, and that was mine. I actually think that I like it. If Zainat is looking at this, she's going to tell me maybe your beard should be reduced to that length. But
I think we only see your email.
Oh, no. That's not what I wanted you to see. I want you to see this over here. So here is Susanna Barbosa with her superhero outfit, and then me in my superhero outfit. And like I said, I think that Seni will tell me later that I can trim my beard to that length, so it will look a little bit better, even shorter, she will say. But it's 4:52. I want to thank each and every one of you for actually being here and participating. We do have a raffle for everyone that attended, but you must be present to win. And thank you, Susanna. I feel like you did an amazing job explaining, going in depth, step by step. And we really wish that this was very helpful for everyone that saw it. Share with everyone. And Debbie and I are here to support you on how to use this program. And let's take it away. So I created in Canva this little cute name picker is what I called it. And it's just a wheel of name where I had all of the people that were here. So I put everybody that was present. And I think I just need to add one person. It was really cool. It did it with coding. I told it what I wanted, and it coded itself. And now I'm going to start the name picker. It will tell me to pick. Unfortunately, Debbie, this one did not. I asked it to put sound because I know that you love sound in it, but it doesn't have the sound. So it will just be without noise. So maybe I can make this a little, woo, let's get ready to rumble. Here we go. And our winner for our door prize for attending is Miss Mirtala Farias. Mirtala, if you're here, please let us know by unmuting yourself or typing it on the chat, because if not, I'll go to the next person. Mirtala, I see you here, but I need a response.
She's here. She's watching it with me. We're on the same campus watching it together. Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay. Debbie, you are my decider. Do we take that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear her. I had another phone call.
He said that she's there with him, but I don't hear her. But I'm like, do we accept it?
She is present, but she's our AP. She's with a parent, but we were watching it together here on campus.
Yes.
Yes, I trust.
Okay, all right.
I trust as
well.
well.
So Mirtala will make sure that you get your door prize. And thank you so much, everyone, for attending. Remember, we do have Edtech Tuesdays every Tuesday with our CITs. And we have Mondays, which right now I forget the name that Debbie and I came up with. But we do have our trainings every other Monday. The next one will be in 2 Mondays, I believe, is the 29th. And we'll be doing a session that Monday as well. Thank you so much for attending. Have a great afternoon, everyone.